Oh my
So
goodness.
you have a lot of like THC infused edibles, but I actually do CBD and THC infused edibles and just CBD because it's really good for sleep.
Okay.
So it's not. I think the misconception that a lot of people had in the beginning was that CBD was getting you high like THC or marijuana. And it doesn't have the same psychoactive properties. It does have the same properties as far as the relaxation of the body, that calming effect, but it's not going to have the psychoactive properties that we have with regards to the head high. You know what I'm saying? It's much more calming, much more relaxing. And it's great for sleep. I've watched my mom be on meds for 12 years, but I've also watched her be able to get off the meds and get back to natural sleep. And then the last couple of months, she's been doing, because she can't just stop taking the medication.
Right.
She, goes to her doctor, talks to her doctor. They lessen her dose. At one point, she was taking between 500 and 800 milligrams of Seroquel to sleep at night. Which, if anybody knows, that's a pretty large amount. And in the morning, you're really groggy, and it's really hard to just get up and get your day going. And she slowly started to just titrate herself down to a minimal amount. And she's also taking this, she's going back to a lot of her natural vitamins. So she's going, her melatonin. She's getting back into her daily vitamins because she's also grown to understand that with menopause, it's a depletion of vitamins and things that we naturally
produce, right?
Throughout our life. But as you get older, the body changes. And there's certain things that we are already deficient in. So food changes. So that means the nutrients that we're getting in the foods that we eat are changing.
Right.
The air is changing. You know what I mean? So we have to be a lot more proactive in what we put in our body. And that's not just with the foods we eat. That's with the way that we think. That's with the way that we speak. We can't speak lack, and we can't speak an unhealthy life and then expect to receive a healthy life.
That's real.
It doesn't work because the universe doesn't understand what we mean. The universe only knows what we say. And that's why I tell people etymology is really important because there's a true energy to the words that we speak. If you don't believe me, ask a man who is a middle-class man but always talking about how he feels broke. Man meaning man or woman. They always have that vocabulary of being broke, not having, needing this, needing that. But you can walk up to a man on the street who's poor and has nothing but speaks nothing but life and will never feel broke. Because it's about the way they speak. It's the perception. I tell people all the time, you change your perception, you change your life. Because it's really what you think. And I think a lot of times we want a lot of things, but we don't feel like we deserve it for whatever reason, whether it's mistakes we've made, choices we've made, things we did or didn't do. And at some point, if he's waking us up every day and giving us another chance, we're deserving. Period. And that's what we have to start doing. We have to start speaking life over our lives. We're good at pumping up everybody else. We can be the next man's hype man, but then we don't hype ourselves.
Right.
We do a lot of talk that is demeaning.
Save yourself.
Yeah.
Save yourself.
Yeah, we do a lot of, like they say on the air. What's the first thing they say on the airplane? When you on the plane, put your mask on first.
Put your head between your legs.
And then help the next person. They don't say put the next person's mask on and then put your mask on.
Right.
It doesn't work. So I think people have to understand that as much as you invest in others, you have to invest in yourself. But you have to know that you're worthy of the investment. Because you can't go up and get a business and you don't think that your business is worth the money. I couldn't walk up to you and say, hey, I got this great business. I don't know if it's going to really work, but I think it will be great. And I think it's something you should be invested in. And I'm asking you for $100,000. You're going to look at me like, you think your business is good enough for $100,000?
You got to walk through there. You got to kick the doors open like your shit is the shit.
Yeah. You have to speak it into existence before. Like, if Mike does this, I do this, I can do this. You have to speak with an intention that is true to what it is that you really want.
That's real. So like you were saying, the universe pays attention to that energy, right? A lot of times we 1 foot in and 1 foot out on situations. Okay, when we jump 10 toes and everything. And I'm not this shit may sound cliche. It really may sound like I'm saying some cliche stuff, but it's really it's the truth. And I'm speaking from experience. When you set your mind to something, like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have this tunnel vision. I'm gonna sit down with whatever it is. You know what I mean? When you dedicate and you make up your mind that that's the way that you're going, then things just start to happen for you. Things start to just kind of show up in your life, kind of help you out and assist you. So you definitely have to be 150%. That's real. I used to be a salesman. So when I get on the phone and I sell, I'm coming through there like I listen. You need this. I don't need to sell this. You need this. You know what I mean? So you do. You have to carry a certain type of confidence about yourself because people see that.
And that's the thing with me is because I'm so personable, I can't sell you something that I haven't tried or that I don't use, that I know doesn't work. Like, I'm not, like, the actual process that I do, I actually extract and do everything here to pull that oil from the actual flower. And I use everything organic. So it's not like I'm going out and buying some oil and then saying, okay, I'm about to.
Right.
I make everything here.
So, wait, stop the press. Stop right now. So, I don't know if y'all people out there really heard what this sister just said. Okay. She not going on the internet to High Times, buying some CBD, getting it shipped to her, putting it in a bottle, and sending it to you. She like breaking it down. She picking it. I don't know how you pressed it, but she pressing it. She pressing it. She getting that oil out. I mean, it's just, that's just, that's just like when you eat a home cooked meal. You go out, you eat that stuff that's just, it's processed, it's real quick, it's thrown together. But then you have that meal that you didn't let just simmer, in that crock pot. And it's perfect. So
only thing I can't take credit for is, I don't make tricks. I don't make Rice Krispies.
But you know what? Them hands make it. Them hands, right?
But the butter, I make the butter.
There you go.
I make the butter, and I use both CBD and THC to infuse in my treats. So you're definitely going to sleep well. Wow. You're going to be nice and right. Wow. This ain't just a 420 thing.
So wait, if you go to sleep off that THC butter, okay, are you going to wake up in a timely manner, or is it going to knock you out?
It's not just THC butter. It's the CBD butter and the THC butter. Oh. So what I always do is I don't just be like, yeah, here you go. I'm like, hey, I ask, so what is your level of edible? Are you a rookie? Oh. Are you a, connoisseur? Oh. And then, I'm like, hey, take this bottom piece. If you good, take a half of that. And I tell them microdose because it's different for everyone. Some people have a high tolerance. And I tell them wait like 45 minutes, let it kick in and see. If you feel cool, boom, eat another piece. But don't just be like, oh, y'all about to go in. And then 45 minutes later, 12 hours later, you wake up like,
3 hours later.